Hello guys, it's Simon Thomas here, Managing Director of Ridgefield Consulting, along with
Shameem, Client Manager.
Yeah, and well, is it Client Manager or is it Tax Manager? I forget between the two. Bit of both. Here we are today with Jeremy Hunt's first budget, so the Sunak Hunt budget. I personally felt, they always go on for so long, don't they? I felt there was more of a political budget. There are a lot of people that he reached out to, a lot of information, a lot of words, and I certainly felt that there was a lot of detail on things that are affecting people now, such as a cost of living crisis, matters with childcare at the end. He was very particular about, the 3 years going down to 9 months, and some other measures, whereas some of the other sort of tax measures, not too many of them, fiscal measures, we wait to see the detail. It really wasn't that clear, apart from perhaps pensions. Yeah. So we'll just fly through what we think, were the main key points. Corporation tax was going to go up anyway
Yep.
to 25%. And he did mention two measures. So annual investment allowance. So these are things you can then offset to reduce your corporation tax. The annual investment allowance was
going up to $1 million for small enterprises.
Yeah.
Super deduction, that's going to be replaced with this full expensing. Yep. Capital expensing for the next 3 years.
On IT, plant and machinery, and something else. No idea how that's going to work. It sounds. And we'll just wait to see the detail on that.
But see if there's any capping or anything.
But I think he was saying, I think I heard earlier that the CT rate going up to 25% should get the coffers another 18 billion. He seemed to mention that this measure would then save the taxpayer 9 billion, so netting a net 9 billion. But we'll see the detail on that. What else did he go on about next then? In terms of businesses, R&D again wasn't clear in terms of the measures that are in place now with the SME scheme and the RDEC scheme, but there's going to be a new
27%
measure of 27% credit somehow based on 40% of allowable expenditure. So again, it'll be interesting to see the detail on how that will come out into what will be allowable expenditure.
Yep.
Some other big figures, non-fiscal, there was 11 billion I think for the defence, 20 billion for carbon capture, also some competitions for artificial intelligence, which are all very good from an innovation point of view. Back to the fiscal stuff, I think it then went on to the pensions.
Yep.
Shameem, so two elements on pensions.
Going up from 40,000 to 60,000.
So that's the annual allowance. That's the amount you can put in.
Yep.
So that's gone up.
And then the lifetime allowance,
which it was $1 million, or it was just over $1 million. But now that's been scrapped entirely.
So we'll check. But I think it appeared that it was going entirely.
I think that was an interesting one because both of those measures potentially affect, reasonably, especially the upper, $1 million limit affects more wealthy people. But he wraps it up in terms of it affecting doctors, and obviously there's a lot going on with doctors at the minute with the strikes, with the young doctors. Yeah. So I think he probably avoided a typical sort of Tory, you're only doing something good for the rich on that one. And then the lower level, quite interestingly, now if you're in a company, if the annual allowance is going up from 40 to 60, that actually will reduce corporation tax if you do it through a company.
Yep.
But he didn't talk about what the actual figure might be on his net 9 billion. Next thing, Shameem, anything? I think then he went on to more sort of back on universal credits and disability allowances. Yeah. All very good stuff. Perhaps, again, with maybe vote-winning political stuff to, he targeted so many different sections of society. So I think a lot of people will turn around from this and think that there's something in there that they can find themselves, which will be a benefit. Yeah. But back on the fiscal stuff, I'm not sure if that was really it, was it?
There wasn't a lot going on. I think that's pretty much covered.
I think that's pretty much it. So all in all, another, I don't know, interesting change in terms of how the political landscape's been with the leaders of this party over the past year. and the different chances we've had and what was happening back in September, October. But yeah, wait to see the detail on some of these fiscal things, and obviously good that he's looking at the cost of living crisis and other matters like that.
Going back to work.
Which he did sum up, which I'm not sure if you're all aware, in these 4 E's that I tested you at the start, Shameem. We're going to conclude with the 4 E's. Do you remember what they are?
Education. Employment, enterprise, and everywhere.
Everywhere. So that's the 4 E's budget. And thank you very much for listening to Simon and Shameem at Ridgefield Consulting. And of course, if you want to get in touch, just look for the usual channels. Many thanks.
Thank you.